What is up, guys? 10th here, bringing you another battle. Here is an NU game that I had off Smogon Wi-Fi. I think the guy's name was Muffin One Man, and he's got a pretty interesting team, full of random stuff. You know, he's got 2 electric types, and the rest is kind of random. And then I have a specialized team here. I'm actually utilizing Trick Room, and every Pokemon here can benefit from it. And I'm going to lead off with Bayonet. I don't really didn't know what to expect. I thought for a while he might even have Trick Room of his own because of Soul Rock, and he's got some slow stuff in there. So I kind of anticipated Trick Room myself for a minute, but then I see Raichu and Electrode. So, without further ado, let's get this battle going. And as I said before, he's going to lead off with that Soul Rock, and I'm going to lead off with my Suicide Bayonet. And Bayonet serves one purpose and one purpose only. That's to get Trick Room up and all that fun stuff. And he surprises me first turn, goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I forgot that Soul Rock got Will-O-Wisp, and that really sucks off the bat, because that means Bayonet can't really do any damage, and is forced to really rely. You can't really rely on Destiny Bond, which really sucks. But yeah, so he burns me, and now I'm going to take this opportunity to taunt him because I'm anticipating the Stealth Rocks, you know. And he does go for the Stealth Rocks, which is great. For the time being, I'm able to get those off the field. And here I just, because I actually have no investment at all. I don't even have IVs in defense, in either of my defenses or HP. So I'm expecting him to, attack me with Stone Edge just to try to kill me. But he goes for the Earthquake, and it brings me down, but it doesn't bring me quite enough down to kill me. And now I'm into a range where I know he's not going to want to stay in because he doesn't want to get killed by Destiny Bond, since the burning is going to KO me next turn. I just decided to go off for the Shadow Claw because it's damage. I can break any sashes or whatever Pokemon tries to come in. Out comes the Absol. I'm just going to die from burn. But yeah. Unfortunately, Bayonet wasted a lot of those Trick Room turns, and Bayonet is already down, so that kind of stinks. And then I'm just going to go into my Marowak, which is my power attacker of this team. Holding a thick club, Marowak is a monster. I can power for almost anything except the Soul Rock. And Soul Rock really walls my Marowak very nicely. I'm going to go for the Double Edge, expecting a switch. And, the thick club Double Edge still does a pretty decent chunk to it, despite, it resists. And it shocks me here. He actually has the Rocky Helmet. And that kind of stinks. So I'm going to withdraw here. And I believe I go into, I go into my Artillery. And he predicts a switch nicely here. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. And, I'm in Trick Room. I actually do not have Water Spout on this Artillery. I actually carry Surf, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Energy Ball. Energy Ball, especially for those darn Quagsires. But, he switches here, and I believe he goes into his Electrode. And this Electrode gave me a little bit of trouble because I didn't really know what kind of set it ran. But I'm going to go for that Specs Boosted Surf. And this Electrode's not going to take that at all. But unfortunately, this Electrode actually has a Sash, which means, I can't kill it straight out right. I wish, I could have run in Gigalith to bring out those rocks sooner, but I really didn't have a chance to bring it in. But I'm kind of forced to switch out here. I don't want Artillery dying just yet. I go into my Behem, expecting maybe, as my safest switch, just in case he tries to predict me to go into, my Marowak. And he most likely has the HP Ice. That is what he goes for, so it's a pretty good play on my part going for the, switching into Behem. And Behem is the only other member of this team that carries carries Trick Room. So I'm going to make Behem stay here count. And as he goes for the Volt Switch, and now he goes into his Flareon. And I expect most Flareons to be more of a supportive sort as I go for the Trick Room on the switch. So I'm expecting him maybe to carry like Flamethrower, Toxic, Wish Protect. So I switch out my Behem here, and I go into my Togetic. And yeah, this stinks because he actually goes for the Fire Fang, which I did not see coming. I'm expecting it not to do much, but frickin' crit hits me again, and that really sucks. So I'm kind of forced to roost here. I didn't really want a Toxic. I could have tried to Heal Bell that burn off of Artillery. Could have gone for the Tri Attack maybe to get a Freeze or Para on it. But I decided to roost, and he makes an excellent prediction here. Goes for the Superpower. Roost takes away my Flying type, so that actually will hit me just for the normal type. That will hit me super effectively, which really stinks. But surprisingly, despite flaring its base attack, it will actually not kill me, which is pretty impressive. Because Togetic doesn't have it has good bulk, but that's not. I have more invested in my special defense. But he unfortunately carries the Quick Attack, which is a pretty good moveset on him. Fire Fang, Superpower, Quick Attack, not a bad set. But now I'm going to go into my Gigalith, and since he has his lower defenses, And, you know, he can't really pose too much of a threat to me, but out comes the Electrode again, you know, expecting me to Stealth Rock, which was a pretty good play. I do go for the Stealth Rocks, and it doesn't really matter. It's like mid-game, but, you know, I wanted those rocks up just to, you know, impede the Flareon and stuff. But, here, you know, I anticipated to predict for him to go into the, for me to go in the Marowak again. So I'm just going to take this HP Ice pretty nicely, and I'm just going to finish this Electrode off of the Earthquake, which is great. Big threat out of the way. And yeah, we're rolling along. Not to make fun of the nickname or anything that he has on the Electrode. But out comes the Solrock again, and Solrock utterly walls a lot of my team, and that's unfortunate. So I've really pretty much forced to switch out because I know not even Explosion's not going to do anything, because this Solrock is most likely physically defensive. Gotta go to my Artillery, then take whatever. And he actually sets up the Stealth Rocks here, which is, you know, not too bad of a thing. Since my Togadek's already dead, so the Stealth Rocks aren't going to impede that too badly. But yeah, he's going to withdraw here, and he's going to switch out into his Muck, expecting, you know, to take, you know, a Surf a lot better. And as the Muck gets hit by the Stealth Rocks, I go for that Spec Surf, and he actually had the voice chat on when we were doing this battle, and he was shocked at the amount of damage this did. And yeah, that did a crap ton. I don't know if he was specially defensive, just by his reaction, I'm guessing his Muck is specially defensive. And so that's incredibly impressive. Just, you know, this is an Artillery, but it has that base 105 special attack. So you really cannot underestimate it. It's a very powerful attacker, and if I had Water Spout on it, it would be even more dangerous if had I not been burned. But regardless, the Muck goes down to a second Surf, which is pretty nice. I outspeed because I don't have negative IVs into it. But here he brings out Raichu, and he actually goes for an over-prediction. He actually predicts me, I believe, to go into Gigalith or Marowak. He predicts me to go into those, and I live the Grass Knot here, and I'm able to go for the Surf and finish the Raichu off. And he told me this was a horrible misprediction on his part because, you know, he loses the Raichu. Raichu alone probably could have swept the rest of my team. I will not lie. It probably would have had he knocked my Artillery out then and there. But reason I stayed in is because, you know, Artillery is my, you know, he probably figured Artillery is my best shot against the Solrock, so I expected him to expect me to switch out. So that was my thought process there, and it was a very risky play, I admit, but it actually worked out for the better. And now comes Solrock versus Beheeyem. He misses the Stone Edge. That mattered in probably every sense of the word. That you know, that was probably the most biggest between, you know, the over prediction and that Stone Edge missing. Both of those plays are going to cause him to be in a very tight situation. I'm able to get the Trick Room off, and I'm able to finish off that Solrock with a late 4 boosted Thunderbolt. So Beheeyem doing a little bit of work, but out comes the Absol. Absol always poses a threat to almost any team. He's able to go for the Sucker Punch. It really had nothing to do to it anyway. He's going to let Beheeyem die. And, you know, I still have a couple turns of Trick Room so I can make use of them, but, you know, I just found it pointless to keep Beheeyem alive. But, yeah, I'm going to go on to my Marowak, and because both Marowak and Gigalith can most likely take a Sucker Punch, but, and both can take on Flareon as well. So I just decided to bring in Marowak to showcase its power a bit. And that Sucker Punch does a crap ton. It really does a lot, but Marowak has that good natural physical bulk. I'm able to go for the not choice banded, you know, the thick club, since it doubles attack instead of just raising it by 50%. Go for that, you know, doubly powered double edge. Down goes that Absol, and now all he has left is the Flareon. And what did he go for? I think, what did he have? What did he use? He used Quick Attack on my Marowak. You know, its base 130 attack off of Flareon does not kill my Marowak, which is great. Go for that super powerful Earthquake. And guys, that will be the game. You know, it wasn't that one bit of hacks really cost him, but other than that, it was a pretty good game. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So rate, comment, and sub. And if I didn't go over that before, it was a 2-0. I still have my Marowak and Gigalith left. I didn't explode for once, yay! But yeah, guys, that'll be the game. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.